Hello everyone, so today I want to make sure I can show you how to synchronize your SharePoint onto your desktop. And so that's what this video will talk about. In terms of our learning objective for this video, sorry about that, we want to make sure you know why, first of all, you want to synchronize SharePoint to your desktop. And then I will then show you how to synchronize that SharePoint on your web to the SharePoint on your desktop. So the question is why? Let's talk about the why. So why synchronize? Well, the key here is that with SharePoint we're going to be organizing files on the web so your teachers can access it. And what SharePoint synchronization will do will allow you to manage your files easier. It's certainly easier to manage your files on your desktop than it is on the web. You don't want to be dragging and dropping files, waiting for uploads. Do it automatically on your computer, and the computer then automatically sends it to your SharePoint site. You can copy files directly from your computer by copying from one folder to the next. You can delete files quickly. You can create a folder structure, and then you might be able to track the activity of what's going on your SharePoint site. Now, the thing that you cannot do with SharePoint on the desktop computer is that you cannot track the news feed. Those will actually just feed through your email system. So think SharePoint synchronization controls the file management, because file management is probably the biggest thing that we will be using SharePoint for. So let's make sure you understand that that's why we want to use this. So now how is it done? Well, let's show you how you do it. So I will close this PowerPoint presentation and I will go to the web. Close that, and then let me drag my web page over. So to begin with, you have to log into Office 365. So I'm going to log into Office 365, and I will log in as me, plug in my password, and of course when you're on your desktop computer you should have the version where it says Sites up here on the top right corner. Click on your sites, and from this location you will have access to all the SharePoint sites that are shared to you. Now, since I create a lot of SharePoint sites, you can see I have a lot of SharePoint sites that are shared with me. I'm going to show you how to synchronize one of them, and the one I'm going to synchronize is actually the, let's synchronize North Terrace, since I actually have not synchronized this one yet. So with North Terrace folders, well, actually I have synchronized this one. What you will do is you'll click on it and you will see that you can synchronize right here. And when I click on synchronize, it's going to say sync this library to your device for easy access, and you say yes, you sync now. It's then going to ask you where is it going to be putting it, and it says Armand.Amaranto, SharePoint, North Terrace. Sure, that's exactly where I want to go. It's already syncing as we speak, so it's perfect. Actually, yeah, let me pick another one. Let me pick, I don't think I've synchronized the instruction for mathematics. So I will do it again for this one, so I apologize. So here's the mathematics one. I will go to, oh, this is actually a web page. Never mind, this is not. Oh, that's horrible. Let me go to iPad configuration. In an iPad configuration, if I want to sync this one, you can see the sync button right here. If I click on sync, I want to click now, sync now, and it's going to get the OneDrive for Business app that's right for me. That's the app it's going to use, and so I will sync that, and of course it will start syncing that for me, and I am now done. So if I go to show my files, you can see that I have it in my folder structure. Now, where does it place it is the big question. So if you go to your regular your folder, you will see there's a SharePoint folder, and I have a few extra ones because I was playing around earlier, but it should just say SharePoint, and in there should be all the sites that you've synchronized to. So you can see the North Terrace right here, you can see the iPad configuration that I just showed, the Mission Elementary, Curriculum and Instruction. So these are all the folders that I sync to, and from here you just manage it like any folder structure. If I want to create a new folder in here, I just create a new folder, add the files, and if you have files that you have in a different folder, you can just copy that entire folder. So if I just right click and copy this one right here, of course I picked the big folders, and just copy it, I can then go over to that site that I want this one, and I can just paste it here. Now I'm not going to paste it here, but you get the idea. So it's going to be easy for you to move folders in and out, and it allows you to communicate quickly to your staff if you want to post something. So then after you post some files, you would then go to the newsfeed and type to your staff that look at the Meraki tags folder and note the new file, and whatever name it is, maybe you called it, I don't know, MDM strategies, whatever it is. And then you can communicate that to the entire staff, and all the staff that's shared on here will actually get that after you post it. And of course I'm not going to post this one, but the folder structure makes it easier for you down the road. And of course, how do you then access that? Of course, it's already sitting there. You can either open there's a SharePoint program that you can use to launch all this, and you can see it right here. Or of course, if you just look at your folder structure, it's pretty easy. Double click on the SharePoint, and these are all the folders that are synchronized. It's probably just easier to worry about here instead of worrying about this SharePoint. Now there's two things that has to happen for this to all work. One, you must have in your Microsoft 2013 or Microsoft Office folder, you should have what is called Microsoft SharePoint. If you don't have it on here, you'll have to ask your tech person to do so. And the second thing you will need to make sure you install is SkyDrive Pro 2013. And to do that, let me go back to the OSide. Go to oside.us, under Departments, go to Information Services, and go to Office 365. And of course you won't be able to do all this. You'll have to do an OSD help ticket, but you'll need to make sure you download the SkyDrive Pro for your computer. Those two things must be in there for the sync to work. If it doesn't have it on there, you need to get your tech to put it on there. Okay? If you have any questions, that is all for now.